not been feeling very well lately. I've been quite stressed in work, which, you know, can be kind of standard. But I've also been quite stressed not at work. I've been feeling quite anxious. I mean, anxiety is something I suffer with anyway, but usually it's quite specific to getting trains and things like that. Whereas for the past kind of week, 2 weeks, I've just had that worried feeling, that kind of, that knot in your stomach that is just there. Obviously some people suffer much more seriously mental health wise than that, and nothing to worry too much about. I know my mum watches these videos. So a bit of a different video today. No banter with Dan. I know everyone loves a bit of banter with Dan. Yeah, just going to talk a bit about how I'm feeling and how cycling is just fantastic for mental health. So yeah, how am I feeling? I don't really know. It's like I said, it's not super serious. I just feel a bit flat. I'm demotivated to cook and eat and cycle and go out and do stuff. I've just had a week off, so I'm fairly well rested. Although saying that, actually I've not been sleeping very well. Yeah, just feeling a bit rubbish. And one thing that's been particularly annoying is I've not even had the motivation to go out for a ride and get on my bike and do the thing that often helps me cope with stress. But finally today, for the first time in ages, I've put my Lycra on and actually gone for a ride. I almost got myself up for a ride the other day. Got all my gear on, got my shoes on, and just when it came to it, I just couldn't go out the door. So yeah, today it's Sunday. It's the last day of my annual leave. The clocks changed yesterday, so the evenings are darker. I thought this is the last chance really I'm gonna have to go for a ride for a little while. So I've dragged myself out, and I've been out 5 minutes and I already feel better. Obviously, why didn't I just do this 5 days ago? Well, because it's hard. I always tell other people, you never regret going on a bike ride. And I just still haven't had the motivation to do it. But yeah, today, 10-mile loop, one that I do often on a lunch break, haven't done for ages. So yeah, we're gonna go to Beckenham Place Park, hopefully see a couple of beautiful autumnal colours, like me today. And yeah, bit of a different video, but hopefully it's still vaguely entertaining. Talking of autumnal colours, this Albion kit is a little beauty, isn't it? I think one of the things I've found difficult with the pandemic is, and obviously so many people have had it so much worse, but I just find that I'm struggling to diagnose why I don't feel good. I think because I can't really work out why I don't feel great, I then don't know what action to take to try to feel better. So, you know, obviously if you're having loads of late nights because of work, if you've not been able to see friends and family for ages, maybe it's that something difficult has happened in your life, which obviously I don't wish on anyone and it's not easy to deal with, I'm not suggesting that. But you know at that point that that probably is the cause why you're not feeling great. And you probably know that over time, that will pass. I think realistically though, the answer is probably that it's a combination of a lot of things. There's not one reason, there's not one way of solving it, but I think I like certainty, I like predictability, I like being able to solve things, fix things. I like there to be a right answer. I think in this situation, there isn't. I think I just feel a bit rubbish. I think that's that. Well, that might seem a bit pessimistic, but actually I think for me that's progress. For me that's optimistic. There doesn't need to be a reason. You're allowed to just feel bad. It's rubbish, but over time it will pass. But yeah, there's probably not one answer, there's not one solution. Keep looking after yourself. Well, I'm talking to myself here, not anyone else. Keep looking after yourself, eat well, talk to people, hang out with people, and you know, I will feel better. I think the title of this video is going to be Cycling for Mental Health. And yeah, that for me, cycling is a really good way for me to feel good. both physically and mentally. This isn't me preaching to other people. Everyone's different, everyone feels good for doing different things. But for me, cycling is so good for my mental health. I got into cycling at the start of the pandemic, and it was a way for me to just leave the house. Obviously you were allowed to go out for exercise, but also it was a way for me to travel really far. You weren't meant to be getting trains or buses unnecessarily, and I found this sport that, well, activity, that you could get really far, and your legs can take you to see places that previously you'd only been able to access by a train or a bus. And that is like kind of a mad, liberating experience. I think also because you're concentrating on your ride, you're concentrating on where you're going, apart from when you're pointing a GoPro in your face, you're concentrating sometimes on not getting hit by car drivers, but it's just such a good distraction. You don't worry about work, you don't worry about whatever. So cycling for me has been like such a big discovery in my life. And I often say to people who like cycling but maybe have lost the love and want to get back into it, my advice is always that I've never regretted a bike ride. I've never come home for a bike ride and thought, I wish I hadn't done that. Sure, sometimes I'm on a ride and it's raining and it's cold and I wish I wasn't on it, but when I finish it, when I get home, I'm always glad that I went for it. I've never regretted going on a bike ride. So today, I guess it's just me following my own advice. So we've cycled to Beckenham Place Park, which is a lovely park in South East London, fairly close to me. And oh, it's good to be outdoors. Look at it. I think I'm just going to cycle about, maybe film some leaves blowing in the wind. I guess you'll probably be looking at those things now. But yeah, maybe I'll put some music in. So with this video, I'm not intending to preach. I'm not saying if you feel bad, you should do this, you should go cycling. This video ultimately is for me. I enjoy cycling, I enjoy making videos, and this was a good excuse to get me out of the house. Finally taking my own bloody advice. Anyway, the clock changed yesterday, which I kind of forgot about, even though I spoke about it just a second ago, and I didn't bring any lights, so I probably should be heading home. I'm also conscious that with a video called Cycling for Mental Health, some people watching this might have found it just searching mental health, searching cycling mental health. Obviously I'm not a professional. This is me just talking about my personal experiences, but I will leave some links in the description below if anyone is struggling with mental health and wants someone to talk to. But I'll sign the video off here. Slightly different one for me, but I've enjoyed making it. Hopefully it's not been entirely arduous watching it. Thanks for watching. Cheers. By the way, and you'd never bloody guess it, I feel way better after going for a bike ride.